All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Megalo episode 5. And as you can see, we are gearless. We do not have our drills.
Yes, that's right.
We're ready to react to this.
Yeah, because apparently Gearless Joe is going to be going up against number 17.
Yes, who is Pops' old apprentice, if you will.
The circle is now complete. This is going to be bad.
It's also going to be personal because apparently he is seeking out the fight with Joe. So this is something where he thinks he can win.
Yeah, well, I mean...
I mean, more so that he knows, he believes he's going to win.
Sure.
Because this is personal. He has something to prove. He has something to say to Pops. And that's the kind of thing that I think is really the only saving grace for Joe in this fight.
Sure.
Because if he's focused too much on making a statement to his old master,
he could absolutely...
He could make a mistake.
Yep.
But Joe has won 3 out of 5 fights so far with no gear.
No gear. That's
crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And if he has to do at least 2 more to be
in the final bit.
Well, no, because remember, he has to get selected. He needs to get into a high enough ranking to which he would be selected. But the thing is, the Shirato Industries girl, she is already looking at him a little bit to be a potential top 8, I guess it would be.
4.
Would be top 4?
Yeah. There's four people that go into the final bit.
And then they each 2, and then 1. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Dang. So, I guess the only thing that's really going to be a big kind of scary thing about this is we know Joe, like we went back and checked, Joe is going to do all 5 fights without gear.
The first 3 were for making a name for himself, but not for these 3 are going to be the only ones where he fights without gear.
Question is, like, can he actually sustain any injuries when he's going up into this level, where he's in the... like under 20 double digits,
because
rankings.
They are going to land a hit on him eventually,
and that's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
a lot. So, guys, let's hope he's fast. Let's hope he can dodge fast, or at the very least, he can end his fights maybe really quickly.
Why didn't you dodge?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're ready to go. So, without further ado, let's do this. 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Dust storm. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough. Whoa. Oh, jeez.
Those people aren't unconscious. Like, they look dead.
This looks like kids. What the heck?
I really like what they're doing with the audio. Yeah, those aren't kids.
Are we in the wrong show? What's going on?
Are these, like, company enforcers, or...
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Is this backstory?
Yeah, I think so. How did this world get the way it is right now, you know?
Right.
How to go all Mad Max. Crap. Was there some kind of plague or something?
Shot.
Yeah, this is intense. Okay.
Okay, what they're doing with the butterflies,
I love it.
I love it.
Yes.
It also feels like it's a Cowboy Bebop movie reference. Oh, is this where Joe came from? Oh. That's an erased butterfly.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, I have so many questions.
Is that maybe where, like, Joe's dad went?
Good question. I love the walk here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big doggies walking is one of the very cool things that I appreciate seeing.
I mean, let's be real. This isn't a dog. No. This is a wolf. This is This is a carnivorous, like, terrifying.
Yep.
Beast.
Okay, what is that, though, that it's pulling at there?
I have no idea. See,
the junk dog.
See, yeah, but the fact that they were all tires, there's this connotation to the graveyard.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the mounds of bodies.
Yep.
Yeah, and since we were seeing like a bunch of dead people in an abandoned area of a city.
Okay, but what is with this butterfly pupil? Like,
oh, is this the same guy? Oh, it's his backstory. That was him. That was him, maybe. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Great. So not only is he a megaloboxer, but he's also from the army.
War vet, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, right. Pops was a soldier, too. Yeah. So he survived that. That's why he has the scar.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like good buddies, though. It doesn't seem like they...
Is this present time, though, or is this, like...
I think this is present time.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Seems...
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this is seeming very civil so far.
Yeah, here's the shift.
Uh-huh.
Oh. So Pops got out of this okay. Does look like he lost an eye, though. Huh! Oh.
Yeah, give the why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing the impossible so far. Oh, sure.
Gotcha.
That would be an issue.
Oh. Showing his stats and stuff. Oh, dang. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's why he thanked him so much for the megaloboxing, you know. Yeah. He showed me it. Yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah. He had no idea that he had lost both of his legs. I like these kinds of stories because in this world, technology allows for things that are impossible, you know.
Right.
Okay.
I really like this music.
So this is going to be an emotional fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is going to be a...
Which is fitting, because they already did the montage of fights.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Keep it simple. Yep.
But he's going up against someone that kind of has him beat on experience.
Right. I mean, there is the slight disadvantage with his legs and stuff, probably.
Sure. But... And maybe his age, but probably not because of the gear.
No, probably not. Huh.
Eating time.
Eat all the things. Kids and their sensitive taste buds.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Gotcha. Okay. Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and then that took away...
Gotcha.
This is a champ in the making.
Uh-huh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So we keep kind of jumping back and forth between Oh, it's more. He's like a father to him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. So he didn't go to see him, maybe. Whoa, that's depressing.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Yeah.
Megalo boxing is how he handles it.
He copes. Jeez.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a story show a leg press.
Oh, he was reported killed. Oh. Yep, that had to be it. That he wouldn't...
Uh-huh.
He wouldn't look into it, yeah. And he blames him for that.
Whew.
Wow. Whoa. Pops might be a little bit proud, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, that seems pretty selfless, but yeah.
Oh, that is a good way to rationale with him.
That's true. That's a great point.
Oh, dang.
They're giving him motivation.
Yeah, I love this.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Spitting some truth out. There's more to it than that, but he is probably right. I'm bringing up the dog visuals again. you can hear actually a lot of pain in the guy's voice. Like, I mean, he is working out and stuff, so he sounds a little bit exhausted and stuff, but... Oh. Is this him after the war?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. Oh. Oh my gosh. Carpe diem, wow. And that was probably all it took to snap him out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wow.
Whoa. I did not expect that.
I almost want to give, like, props for them having the guts to show that scene in the anime, because that's a thing that a lot of veterans deal with. Like, oh my gosh.
Well, and this isn't like the type of show where you would expect to see something like that, you know?
To the sounds and everything. Yeah. Now it's a vacant lot.
Yeah. Whew.
Wow. This is heavy. Oh, it's Joe.
It's Joe, yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
Yo.
Yo, Joe.
What? Okay. That's true. Oh.
It could also be for balance, since he has prosthetic
balance
legs,
is also,
you know?
yeah, a thing I was going to bring up. Good point. Right. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he spent more time with
Aragaki?
Yeah, I think so.
That is a good question.
Mm-hmm. Is he on the phone? Oh. Is he talking to God?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Oh. Whoa.
Oh. Dang.
Okay.
Oh, those words. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Huh.
Right.
What changed? Babaka.
Oh boy. The drama tension is so high right now. Oh, this is him after the explosion. Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
How much of that is his blood?
Wait.
Oh no, this is...
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, this is a nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. Poor guy.
Whoa. They're giving him more backstory and development than, like, our main cast.
I like it, though, because we're probably not going to get too much of him necessarily.
Right.
We need to feel it when this match comes up. Dang. It's your time to shine, Sachio.
Yeah.
I like how he has a crew, you know? Oh, this is where he is. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to get emotional. I can feel it already. Oh, my eyes are hot. Apologize. In a lot of ways, he does need to humble himself and beg for forgiveness because Pops knows what the whole experience would have been like probably for him.
Yeah.
And people are cheering for both of them.
Whew.
Flash in the pan.
See, because here they made it so that no matter what, it's going to suck because we want both of them to win.
We want both these guys to have their chance. Does he see a KIA thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then it breaks him as well. And that's why he shut down his home gym and everything. Crap.
Yep.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay.
Oh boy, here's the music. They're testing each other out.
Right. And then it ends the episode right as it gets serious.
Right. Oh, stay balanced. Oh. This is a very mechanical fight. It's very obvious, but
that bit from the beginning. Yeah. Oh,
he's down. Whoa. Yeah, he's gonna look at him. Yep. This show.
Of course, then.
This
right
show.
There. Okay.
This freaking show.
Right. Okay. Whew.
Oh, man.
Wow. The man from death.
Yeah.
Wow.
The ending is growing on me too, actually. Like, just give it a little bit more time. I'm sure I'll.
It doesn't. It doesn't have the same like
just visual
over the top
component,
visuals and energy and stuff as the opening. It's still really good though.
I think it's more like the song is good.
Right.
It's just the combination of the visuals with it. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But wow.
I almost like I was so surprised by the stuff that they ended up having happen that I feel like it didn't hit me like it should have, because I was just too much like, wait, they're actually going, like doing this like
into really good backstory for this guy. What I think it is that this is the biggest character episode of them all, because it's not just Pops and Aragaki getting the backstory.
Yeah, that's true. It's Pops and Aragaki. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. Yes, is that it's both of them. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. All right. So one of the things that I think that the show took a risk on with this episode that paid off really well was it decided to go heavily into the investment of Aragaki's character.
Yes.
Now, we knew that Pops was a soldier, but that casual kind of introduction of that plot point earlier on was kind of a, okay, cool.
Whatever. Yeah.
We don't really get that. And then the show decides to kind of tease us with the, war backstory. And we're thinking like, wait, what is this tied to?
Exactly.
We didn't initially get the character design connection between Aragaki and this person from the past.
Yeah.
And then once we realized it, we're like, whoa, this isn't a world-building episode.
This is a character episode. And, like, the main question that popped into my head, because I get that they need to have the fights matter and each individual fights, and, you know, and this guy's probably, you know, Aragaki's probably going to be here just for this fight. And Joe is probably going to win and then go on to the next one, right? But the only thing I can think of is, man, why don't they have this guy be the main antagonist instead of Yuri? Like because like Yuri, you know, he's kind of cool and all that stuff, but like this is like a very personal opponent here, and it seems like too early in the show.
Well, the reason why is that he's not personal to Joe.
Yes,
the main thing about this to separate is that Joe is innocent to this whole thing, and that's why Pops is really upset that he's trying to bring this punishment down on Joe for something that Pops didn't do. Now, here's the thing that's really, really good that they kind of went here with this whole story is that the whole idea of war is a very like there's so many conversations that can be brought up about war, and it's a mixed bag of all kinds of things. It's just generally not good. But when it comes to the idea of people that come home from the war, the lives that they lead can be extremely tough. Extremely tough. Yeah. I have family members, extended family members to be exact, who have been involved in conflicts and veterans and stuff like that. And just kind of talking to them and hearing their stories and stuff, you know, they can talk about how grateful they were to come out of things in, you know, just generally a more positive way. But then they tell stories about their friends, about other people who didn't get through everything that well, who didn't really come out of this with a positive mindset, who spiraled out of control and went into darker places. And the show's willingness to go, hey, we're a show about an underdog going and beating the odds and going beyond and doing all that. And we are also going to make you really care about these individual fights when we want you to. So,
yeah,
oh my gosh, they did it. They did
like,
it very well. This is one of the
really
things that I was really worried about this show doing, is that I don't care about literally any fight until Yuri.
Right.
But no. Oh my gosh.
They did a good job with this.
I could feel the blood and the heat in my eyes just coming up. Like, oh my gosh.
Now it's like, oh, the fact that they did a montage for the 3 fights before this, it's like now... Or 2 fights before this, since they went into good detail for the first gearless fight.
That's true.
But but now it's like, okay, I get why they did that. That way they can focus on the fights and all that stuff, because
give them a proper 2-episode like mini
exactly
arc
yeah. Because with what we've seen so far, this show does such a great job with style, you know, that a part of me was worried that they would basically end up shafting the characters a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
that happens.
Because just the world and the setting and all that stuff is just so right.
It just pops, with the music.
It really does pop. Yeah,
the aesthetic, all of the above, the animation,
exactly.
It's just fantastic.
And I stopped worrying about that when episode 3 came around and they introduced Sachio. I'm like, okay, they'll do the characters just great.
Right.
But even then, I'm thinking it's going to be the main characters. It's going to be this ragtag band of people, this crew, not the opponents.
We were wrong.
Yeah.
We were wrong, because I was right there with you in that whole line of thinking, because when it comes down to it, the show hasn't developed the main character even that much.
No.
And it hasn't.
They've more
really
shown the kinds of things that the main character has done. And that gives you a bit of perspective of the kind of person he is, a lot like Spike Spiegel.
Right, but they've also given us this other side to him that's kind of mysterious.
Right.
And I'm sure we'll get some answers to that. But this just went heavy, deep, and real into a guy who survived a 1 in a million, chance encounter with death. Came out of it, came back to this whole thing, however long it took for them to find him and get him out of there, because they confirmed him KIA. Right. Well, they didn't confirm him. They assumed he was KIA.
Right.
So that means there was a lot of time of him not, being around.
Oh, yeah.
That means he had no legs and half his face, blown off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And crawled probably to a place where he could find. So this guy's a survivor. Yeah. This guy is the kind of person who's got belief in himself, or at the very least, he had it prior to him coming into, the war and stuff and being drafted or whatever.
Right.
He felt he was unstoppable. He had this this drive behind him, and he had a guy in his ring with him who believed in him as well and who he trusted as well. And then when he comes back, he realizes that his whole world is flipped upside down.
Yep.
And what is he to do?
Right. So he just he throws himself wholly back into the one other thing that he does know.
But that's the thing. He didn't. It had been 7 years from when they confirmed him KIA before he started Megalo boxing again. In those 7 years, he was alone with his despair, with his depression, with his suicidal thoughts and stuff. So Pops should have been there for him.
Yeah.
Pops didn't know he was alive, so it really was just this really poor miscommunication, unfortunate sequence of events. But Pops might have fallen into some of that as well, because now we can't throw Pops completely under the bus here, because for all intents and purposes he does have to assume that the army is correct when he hears KIA.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now he could have looked into it more. Did you guys confirm it? Do you have a body? Where is the Where is he? Like, did you cremate him? What happened with the body? And it's like, well, we never found him technically. It's like, well, wait a minute. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, and also a friend of mine who's in the Marines, right?
Oh,
and I will see on Facebook very regularly him basically talking, Semper Fidelis, right? And basically saying, hey guys, any of you Army vets out there, you're not alone. If you're going through hard times, reach out to, if not me, someone else. We are here for you. Because you don't have to go through this alone. We weren't alone when we were out there, and we're not alone when we're back here.
That's awesome. I love that.
And
It's family.
Right. And the thing is that, but he is actively saying this a lot because
he knows
that a lot of the times they won't.
Yeah, they won't reach out.
Yeah.
Because there's a myriad of reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
and it's one of those things where it's also like, oh man, if he had reached out to Pops, I'll bet Pops would have.
I don't think he knew where Pops was.
Sure. Well,
I think on some level, he came in his wheelchair to that place,
and the gym's gone. Yeah,
and the gym's gone,
right.
And he's like, he told him, "This is the place where I'll be. You can wait. I'll wait for you here."
Yeah,
that was what he said when he went off to war.
Yep,
he comes back and it's gone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So Pops. We know one thing that is a flaw about Pops that he intentionally was trying to get rid of when he was starting to train Joe, is that he has a drinking problem. We have seen this. Mm-hmm. At the very least, he might not have a drinking problem, but he likes to drink. Sure. There is a part when he's on the boat in a few episodes back.
When he's throwing the bottles into the water.
Yeah, well, I didn't clue into that being a big scene, so I think I edited it out of the thing there. But he's throwing the bottles into the water.
Yeah.
There was a lot of alcohol there.
Yeah.
Now, imagine this boat, right? This guy, Pops. I don't think he has any family. Mm-hmm. I think that during those years where Aragaki was suffering alone, Pops was suffering alone because to him, he was his son.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And his son had died, and he couldn't come back. Right. So he turns to the bottle and sits in a boat alone.
Right. Yep.
The other guy... He doesn't know that they're each suffering alone out there when they could be together. So
it's one of those things where it's like, man, a little bit of communication would have gone a long way.
And it is just really an unlucky set of circumstances because he could have come back earlier and maybe the gym wouldn't have been shut down fully yet.
Sure.
Maybe Pops could have inquired about the body and been like, well, we didn't confirm him killed. We assume him killed because the building that he was in blew up with him inside it, and we couldn't find him.
Right. Or one of those things like you almost wonder. Like, I guess this is in because of the setting. It's not like there's social media or something, but you would almost wonder if like there would be like some like contact information that like say Pops could have left with the army people. So it's like crap. For just not even necessarily Aragaki, but like any of the other people that like need to get in contact with him or something.
Yeah.
But then when he shows up, nope, there probably wasn't anything like that, or he didn't try to do that because reasons or whatever because the gym was gone or. So this is where they each then found their strength. You realize then that Joe in some ways might be the replacement, right?
Not fully.
Yeah.
Because you could tell that Joe acknowledged that back when they were doing their little scam thing, Pops didn't care much at all about Joe in that way. Mm-hmm. There's a very real difference. Joe couldn't truly replace Aragaki. These are the kinds of things that need to be communicated to Aragaki so that he knows where Pops was in that state. And then Pops, when he's able to communicate that, when he's able to lower his pride a little bit, would then be able to communicate that I know that you must have suffered 10 times that much because you were the one this all actually happened to.
Yeah.
To me, he was reacting to what, the loss of someone.
Yeah, this is giving me huge...
Oh my gosh.
Now I know it's a bit different, but huge, like, warrior vibes.
Oh. The live action brothers with estranged father.
No, it's not boxing. Entirely because... Joe and Aragaki don't really have a connection.
No.
But
I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is really powerful. Now, there were a lot of really cool conversations that I kind of appreciated them showing because it offered a very cool contradiction. One was they started off showing that there was some civility in the beginning with them kind of reconnecting and stuff, showing that, oh my God, like they're so happy to see you. But the thing that I noted... it was really interesting, was Pops had no idea how to respond emotionally. Could you note that this is he wasn't, it was a very much, it's kind of a problem I think actually a lot of guys have in general, is that we're not comfortable fully expressing our emotions to the utmost extent.
Sure.
Pops
he's being unmanly or something.
Right. But the thing is, when Pops saw him, he had thought he was dead.
Yeah.
This is the thing. If Pops sees this guy and is like, I thought you were dead, him not responding in a, oh my God, I thought I lost you, and just bring down the emotion and stuff is like...
That's like he's stating a fact. I thought you were dead.
Right.
But...
Right. So Pops has maybe shoved down a lot of that grief to kind of, move on from that. But the thing is, Aragaki has not moved on from it. He used the emotion.
Right.
He channeled that to stay alive, to not die, to survive both war zones, Oh, and
they could potentially do even 2 more episodes.
They could. I actually really think that this might be some power of friendship BS, but I think Aragaki will stay on as a bigger character.
That would be pretty cool.
It would be very cool because I want to see Aragaki and Pops reconcile in such a way to where things come full circle, and Joe is then wrapped into this whole thing of being basically the half brother.
Well, and he could also potentially give him some tips.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's only so much that Pops can teach.
I want that. I want that to happen so bad right now. Now, predictions wise, I still think Joe's gonna win.
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunately, we have Joe's rival already set up from episode 1, so.
Well, and it's the idea that this is a one-cour show. This was the 5th episode, so they haven't basically built up Joe's whole struggle enough in order to make a loss be meaningful.
Still losing here wouldn't mean that he's out of the top 4 potential.
That's a good point.
Here's the thing that's a really good point to bring up is that Shirato Industries lady has been looking at him since before this match. If this match is one of the biggest kind of watched matches.
Sure. Yeah.
Run with me here.
No,
she sees. No. I see numbers. I see viewers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is the match of the century for these two people. But if we bring it out and we make we build a story around it, and maybe Joe wins the next fight against someone that's around the same ranking.
But here's the thing. Yeah, they can have Joe lose. And then if Aragaki ends up doing really well...
Yes.
Because he
could replace one of the current 3.
He could be one of the 4, that way they can do a rematch, they can keep the development and conflict going, they can have... so this might just be a sick, twisted part of me, but in Warrior, there's a very emotional moment where between the son and the father has the drinking problem, and...
If you haven't seen the movie Warrior, and you like any kind of boxing, if you're just a fan of boxing stuff in general, but you also like kind of just stories, just actual stories.
Yeah, it's very character centric.
This is a very very good movie.
Yeah,
it's
MMA too, so there's some pretty cool stuff in there.
Yes.
It's not just like punching people to a pulp,
Right. It's intense.
Yeah, and this specific very heavy moment, I'm imagining that basically happening with Aragaki and Pops. And...
Also, who was the guy that played Bane?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy is in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom Hardy is Tom Hardy.
Right. The way I describe it to people is that Tom Hardy got flabby to play Bane after Warrior.
Yeah. He is jacked. Yeah. Anyways, so Megalobox. I really want to see the culmination of Joe and Aragaki's conversation, though.
Yeah. Building up the conflict between them as well as culminating the conflict between Aragaki.
I really do like, though, that while this is kind of a guy's kind of show. It sounds a little bit weird to say.
Well, I mean, where are the female characters?
There are literally no female characters.
Oh, wait, no, there's the Shirato.
Oh, wait, Shirato, yes.
Yeah.
So, sorry, we have one female character. Yeah. That's cool. But the main thing is that this is like a boxing story with a bunch of guys. We haven't gotten a truly emotional, grounded kind of side of the story up until this point.
Yeah.
The rest of it was really emotional, but I'll tell you, most emotions are not positive emotions. When I say emotional, I want a full gamut of emotions.
Gotcha.
This had a full gamut of emotions throughout this entire episode.
Yep.
And them going into that and saying, we're not just going to have one episode dedicated to this either. We are going to give you more. I'm like, thank you very much. So this show, in a lot of ways, just got upgraded because of this episode. Now, I do want them to execute the resolution of what they built up here.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Hopefully they do. But either way,
this episode
this very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic stuff. Anything you want to say in closing?
Nope. They did a really good job. I want there to be more of a personal conflict between Joe and Aragaki, but again, the main conflict is between Aragaki and Pops. So I would love it if they had Joe lose here and then he fought Aragaki later.
In our little theory that we had, that would be pretty cool.
Like that would be pretty awesome. That'd be a great way to make it so that also they don't need to spend as much time introducing new characters because you use one that's already introduced and people care about a lot. Because this is a very powerful backstory and all that stuff.
I gotta say, I liked the mechanics of the fight dealing with balance and tempo.
Oh yeah, that was really
that cool. Aragaki is really good at grabbing tempo back in the fight because his balance is almost perfect. And that's something that they made a point of saying he would need to have if he's older
and fighting on prosthetic legs.
And has prosthetic legs that he needs to deal with. So I feel like this guy has every reason to win, and yet if they figure out a way to
convincingly make Joe win, I'm going to... I kind of hope that Aragaki really wins now, so that other thing can happen.
Now, here's the sick part of me, the sad part of me. We've seen how low it can get for Aragaki.
Yes.
We've seen him in a despair state. That was gut-wrenching and powerful. But the thing is that this fight actually doesn't matter whether or not he wins or loses in here in order for him to move on.
That's true.
What I want for Aragaki's character is I want him to have a really, really good conversation.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a good conversation with
Pops.
With Pops. And if what happens in this fight spurs that on, I don't care what the result is.
Sure. Yep.
Because I think that the fight will do that.
Gotcha.
I have faith essentially that the fight will do that. Also, that was another thing. Speaking of faith, Pops is a faith guy. Yeah. He was talking / praying to the cross and thing, and I was like, oh. Because I was like, oh, he's on the phone. And
right.
It's the whole spiritual Bluetooth thing.
Right.
Can't tell if they have a Bluetooth or if they're just praying out loud randomly while walking down the street.
Yeah.
I kind of loved that bit because we're bringing up two kind of interesting topics of post traumatic stress disorder and religion and this whole thing of
Well, and that's also a great
depression
way. And that's another great way to basically show how much it's affecting Pops without actually having him have the super emotional outbursts.
Genius.
Because usually the times that people start praying is the times when things are getting really rough,
really bad.
So having them do that and having that be the first time we actually really see him do this, even though we've seen the little crucifix deal thing in his car or whatever,
with the scripter snake or whatever.
Whatever that is.
I like how that also is juxtaposed as imagery versus the butterfly.
Oh yeah,
because the thing is, the butterfly.
I really like the imagery of the butterfly.
I love
it's also
that.
a great,
so cool.
little callback to Muhammad Ali, all that. Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Nice. But there was also, you were saying that there was a callback to the Cowboy Bebop movie.
Yes. The whole idea of in the last moment seeing the the butterfly. Because
I forgot about that.
Did you saw the Cowboy Bebop movie, right?
I just completely forgot about that.
Well, they had some explanation for it because it's the thing that causes the people to hallucinate or whatever, see the chemicals or something in the air or something like that. But yeah, so I was just like, a butterfly. But then it turned out to be more of an erased butterfly because you see it and then something very, very bad happens.
Well, that's a butterfly thing in stories in general. When you see a butterfly coming around like a scene of something.
Well, I know the butterfly like landing on something and then, you know.
That's a comedy thing. But I'd say it's also just kind of a story thing. It's kind of the, oh no, something's about to happen. It's not necessarily always a bad thing, but it's...
And it doesn't necessarily have to relate to time travel, you know, but... Yeah,
but it wasn't a flashback, so they flash forward. Right? It's time travel for the viewers. Totally. You know, All right, guys, this was a fantastic episode. Incredibly good, deep, heavy stuff. Looking forward to the conclusion of it in the next episode, which you can see right now if you go to the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there and watch it now. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us about stories or what have you. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.